All right, so our next congruence theorem we're going to talk about is called SSS congruence. That stands for side, side, side. If three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. What that would look like if we have two triangles, let's say A, B, C, D, E, F. So if you know that you have a pair of congruent sides and another pair of congruent sides and a third pair of congruent sides, so if you are given or can conclude all of these congruencies for some reason, and that means that triangle ABC is congruent to, now I just have to go in the same order. If I started with A to B to C, I'll go D to E to F. Is congruent to triangle DEF. And we learned about CPCTC. So because you get, when your triangles are congruent, you can conclude that all the corresponding parts are congruent. So then we know that all of the corresponding angles would also be congruent. All right, so let's use that side, side, side congruence to answer a question. So find the value of x. Well, we have these two random triangles. What do we know about them? So we notice, one, we don't know anything about the angles other than this triangle down here has a 92-degree angle, but that's all we know. And up in this top triangle, we're trying to figure out the angle measure of that angle right there. We do have some congruencies marked though. This top triangle has a side congruent to a side on the bottom triangle. We have a second side congruent to a second side and a third side congruent to a third side. So that means that the two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. Oops. I started to write SAS, side, side, side. Okay, that means that all corresponding parts of the triangle will be congruent. So all corresponding angles will be congruent. So what I notice is 92 degrees is the angle formed by the side with one congruency mark and the side with two congruency marks. So I want to find that same angle in the triangle above. Here's my side with one congruency mark and my side with two congruency marks. So this 92-degree angle will be congruent to that angle right there, which happens to be x. So the angle of x is 92 degrees because of CPCTC. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.